right, so let's go. Let's test Anna. We're gonna do some one-on-one with her actually. Let's go ahead and take a look at her kit. Now, when it comes to the two, when it comes to Woody and Anna, right now my favorite, the one I prefer right now is Woody, just because I like his kit, his stun. He also has a heal as well. It's a small % chance to heal, but when it procs, I'm sure it's pretty. It'd be nice. So let's go to Anna and take a look at her abilities here. Now, a lot of her abilities are elemental based. So let's see. Each of Anna's basic attacks, 25% chance to inflict her target with one of those elemental debuffs. That deals 3% damage per second for 6 seconds. And then you have a max stack of 16, right? So it's a 25% chance. So, you know, rough math, not rough math, but at 1 out of every 4 hits is going to do something. After holding heavy attack for 1 second, she gains a 5% attack buff for each burn or those debuffs right there on the enemy. That lasts for 12 seconds. Again, max stacks of 15. And then while holding a heavy attack, Anna cannot be knocked back, which is nice, by enemy. But then also she gains a defense buff. So if she does get hit, no knockback, and she takes reduced damage, right? So elemental surge here. So Anna, she knocks back. So that was her core. So her special ability here, she's gonna knock back all the enemies around her that are in a circle around her, right? She's gonna deal 300% damage to each enemy. And then Anna has a 60% chance per type to inflict each enemy hit with one of those debuffs right there, dealing 6% damage per second. So she has a 60% chance per type. So I'm assuming if she's got like what? If your enemy's got 2 debuffs on her, that's 120% chance to deal 6% damage per second. That's what it looks like. And then signature ability, once we get her up to 4 stars, resist 20% of all of those types of debuff. And then each time Anna is inflicted with one of those effects, Anna's own damage of that type increases by an additional 1% up to 5%. So I don't know, she's okay. I'm not, but I love what she's got. She's got this broadsword and a shield, like I was saying. So we'll play around with her a little bit. Let's see what kind of talents she has. So basics are all typically the same. It increases attack or defense or health at the beginning of an encounter. And then let's see, once per heavy. So last guard stance, once per heavy hold. If hit by an enemy, Anna has a 30% chance to gain indestructible buff that lasts for 3 seconds. Elemental ward. Anna's basic, heavy, and special attacks deal an additional 25% damage to Titanborn. And then Anna resists 10% of all Titanborn damage. Anna's chance to inflict. What are those? Damaging debuffs with her core ability is increased. I gotta get her up to level 25 to unlock that, or take a look at that. And then Anna gains, for reinforced resilience, Anna gains 3% armor when she's inflicted with one of those debuffs. So she's okay. So I'm just gonna go ahead, as far as playtesting goes, we'll equip the attack. We'll equip the defense. And then we'll test out this last guard stance. Oh, no, wait, hold on. I got to get her to 25 for that. Can I do it? Do I have enough? I do. Let's go ahead and do it. So let's do that. So what was this one? Damaging core. Let's see. The attack buff gains from her core ability is increased by additional 5%. We're going to test this indestructible out first, though. Once it gets done thinking. All right, so she's at 721. Let's go find a one-on-one. A decent one-on-one. Is this me? Hold on a second. I'll turn that off. All right, one-on-one. I like the one-on-ones, especially for playtesting. Normal, I think, what, 16? Plus, it doesn't use any energy. So 16 is 400. I need to get up to 700. I want to, so let's do 18. What does that do? 18 is 450. 24 is 700. We'll do that. Where's Anna? Because I want to get a good test out of her, right? She's a 721, so we're only 21 over. Let's go in. Let's see how she plays. I have not done much playing with her at all. Anybody remember Sliders? Remember the show Sliders? With what's his name? That's when the Guardians enter the different levels out of that big old portal. It looks like the slider portal from the show. So did I get the, let's pause that for a sec. Did I get the debuff? I mean the buff. So right now I have an attack buff for 7 seconds. I got poison and I've got Heart's Bane, which is, so I don't have the indestructible debuff on her yet. That was only the first one I did. Right now, her damage isn't super impressive. Again, we only got her at 3-star, but we do have her at a with a comparable enemy close to her power level. Look at the ground. So when I do her, where is that? Oh, multiple attacks. There we go. Yeah, the ground kind of disrupts. Let's do this. I don't have any of her talents leveled, as you saw, either. Alright, we'll go back in. I didn't get any indestructible. I was trying to do that. So what was that, 24? Yep. Now, this is in no way a reflection on what she would be if you could completely max her out, right? This is just 3 stars, no leveling of the, just slotting the talents without any leveling of them. And again, with this game, right, resources in this game are I keep saying at a premium, but they're not the easiest to get. So you really want to be conscientious. These types of games is all about resource management anyway. But this game here, I think has been tighter on resources than I've ever seen in a game. So you really, I don't want to waste resources leveling talents to test her right now. So I am putting quite a few debuffs on her, which is nice. Oh, get move. Move. Ah! See, and this is all about trying to get more familiar with it, right? So I'm getting a fair amount of debuffs on her. So let me go take a look at talents again. Make sure my talents are slotted appropriately as far as how I'm playing, right? So let's see. So we increase the attack, we increase defense. And then we have Anna's... Oh, I slotted the wrong one. I didn't do the instructable one. So Anna's basic, heavy, and special attacks deal an additional 25% damage to Titanborn. So we need to take that out, actually, and put in last guard stance. So I put the wrong one in. Let's try that again. See what kind of difference that makes. So there's only 2 Guardians I don't have in the game right now, and it's her, it's Evil Queen, and Snow White right now. Her basic, let's see, there's a debuff there. Not getting any indestructible yet. I don't want to use the ultimate until I get some nice... there we go with the knockback. Got some bonuses because of the debuffs on her. Stack them up. Oh, she's not within the range. Oh, wait. So you see that when I held it, there was that... you suck. All right, we beat her this time, right? All right, let's do it again. There was that circle. I didn't wait for that to finish, but that's a lot longer than 1 second. So we'll try it again. And I'll wait for that circle to complete, if that was me. But I didn't get any indestructible on that one yet. Okay, so that wasn't me. Damage reduction, though, because I was holding. Damage reduction. So what am I taking? 17, 36. Versus what? Hit me now. 37. Alright, so see, there's the 19. There was a couple of zeros I got before. So the damage reduction seems to be working. Do I have the indestructible yet? I do, there it is. I got 0 seconds of it right now, so I got the attack buff, the indestructible, the hard Spain, and then the poison. What is the hard Spain? I'll have to look at that. Is that something that she gives? Yep, right there. What is hard Spain? A stackable token generated by the Evil Queen, which increases the potency of poison. Alright. Alright. Because I just stood there taking a bunch of hits, I may not win this one. The fluidity of her attacks, though, seem pretty cool. They seem to be working pretty good. Alright, so we got the indestructible. We know what that looks like. We know what the hard Spain is, which increases the poison. So one-on-one, so let's go back to her real quick. Let's see what else she has in her kit. I mean, pairing her up with somebody who debuffs obviously is going to be a benefit, but where is she? There she is. All right. Let's take a look at talents again. So the attack, the defense. Once per heavy, we got the indestructible. Maybe I take the defense off and then switch to elemental ward. But that's to Titanborn. Evil Queen's not Titanborn, right? A type of elemental enemy that specializes in dealing shock, wound, burn, or freeze damage. Yeah, so that wouldn't work against Evil Queen. On its chance to inflict damaging debuffs with her core abilities increased by an addition. Maybe that is probably the better one right there. Increased attack buff gains from her core ability is increased as well. So let's do that. So we're going to keep that in there. Oh, that was the wrong one though. Hold on. All right, so there's attack. We'll keep lasting guard stance on there. And then let's do the controlled strikes. All right, and as far as milestones go, I haven't completed this. Well, we could do this. Let's get her to tier 3 real quick. We'll get a quick booster for her attack. We need 1 talent to level 2. I don't want to, again, resources are minimal, so let's see. Yeah, I don't want to use, I'm going to just use a regular book that I got a ton of. Alright. There we go. We at least get a little bit of a boost to the attack for getting to tier 3, which is pretty easy to get to. So let's go back in. See how much of a difference changing that talent does and increasing her, getting that tier 3. That'll boost her attack. All right, let's go. Did not get. So that thing is her thing. Wait for her to do her heavy. Not getting indestructible. I didn't have any debuffs on her, so I didn't get the... Oh, but I got quite a few debuffs on her there. Boom. So, made quite a bit of difference, actually. Part of it is me getting more familiar with Anna, but the other part also is increasing the attack, changing up the talents as well. And that's one thing that I think is very cool about this game. Again, something Guest and I was talking about a few days ago, but there's not just one way to build each one of these Guardians. There may be a better way. You know, there may be 2 or 3 different ways to build up each Guardian. One may be best, but maybe depending on how you're using that Guardian, you want to go a different way on it. The versatility of the abilities that you have in this game, I think, really kind of changes a lot of stuff up from your typical game where it's just you have one direction to go, it's very linear, and you're just leveling, you're starring, and leveling. Whereas in this game, yes, you're leveling and starring and things like that, but you also have the customizability of the talents that really define the Guardian as well, and your playstyle. So whatever playstyle you prefer, that's pretty cool. I like what they've done. All right, so let's do it one more time. Make sure it's not a fluke. So what we'll do, I got a pretty solid understanding of Anna now and her talents. So let's go ahead. We'll do one more battle, and then I'm gonna go ahead and switch games like I was talking about earlier. We're gonna switch over to DC Worlds Collide. I'll show everybody that game. We'll have some fun with that. All right. So we got the indestructible on. We didn't get any indestructible last time. But we did rack up some nice debuffs on the queen. She dodges a lot. There we go. Nice debuffs. Do some damage there. So an elemental team for sure with her. She's got some nice heals she's doing. And again, I like timing my heavies when they do their heavies. There we go. Let's do that. Because that also, when you do the knockback, is, like I said, like an interrupt. So when she does her heals, you can interrupt. So you can just reduce how much she heals herself. Oh, that was a standoff right there. There we go. Done. Yep. So I think we got a good understanding of her now. And she's okay.